Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. A good Chodesh. Today is the day of Rosh Chodesh when we celebrate the new month. Today is the first day of Tammuz. In 2 days, on the 3rd of Tammuz, will be the beloved Yartzeit. 26th day since the passing of our dear Rebbe of blessed memory. In the next few days, I will dedicate some stories and some ideas that will connect to the Rebbe. Starting with today, with the fascinating story of the staff of Aaron. So we all know the story, and I spoke about it the last few days, about Korach. Korach's rebellion against Moses was about Aaron becoming the high priest. And Korach says, listen, why should only Aaron be the high priest? Aren't we all holy? And we know the story, as I spoke in the other days, how the earth opened up and swallowed Korach and his entire family and all the 250 leaders who joined him in this rebellion. And then the rabbis say that the Jews got angry, but instead of getting angry at what Korach did, they got angry at Moses and Aaron. They said, you killed the people of God. And God there was a great pandemic amongst the Jewish people that wiped out all these people that complained, and the second rebellion in the portion. And then God turns to Moses and he says, I want you to tell all the leaders of the Jewish people. There were 12 tribes. I want each of the tribes to take the stick, the staff of their leader, and to inscribe the name of the leader on the staff. And all the staffs should be put into the Holy of Holies, into the temple, including the staff of Aaron. And then we'll come back in the morning and we'll see whichever one of the staffs comes to life and grows vegetation on it, he is the high priest of the Jewish people. They are the true leader. And so happens the Jewish people put the staff of each of the leaders of the tribes, 12 sticks, 12 staffs, into the temple, into the Holy of Holies. And the next morning they come, and lo and behold, the staff that had Aaron's name inscribed on it grew almonds. It came back to life. It had vegetation. And the rabbis say, aha, so here God said, give each one of the leaders back their staff, and the staff of Aaron will be a proof that he is the true leader. But of course, the question is a great question. We needed extra proof. Korach created a rebellion, and God did something unfathomable that never happened before. The earth opened up and swallowed Korach's family and 250 leaders for one reason. Because they rebelled against Aaron. And then the ones that complained afterwards on Moses and Aaron, a pandemic came and wiped them out. So what did God need? A third thing to prove that Aaron was the high priest? Wasn't it clear already that the high priest was Aaron? Come on. And the answer is a very simple one, but a very powerful one. The story of the staff of Aaron growing almonds on it wasn't about telling us who the high priest was. That we all knew Aaron was the high priest. God proved it already and showed it with the story of Korach and with the pandemic. The question that God wanted to explain and teach to the Jewish people was, why was Aaron chosen to be the high priest? Why was Aaron chosen over all the other leaders? Was it just because he was Moses' family? What made Aaron so vital to being the Jewish leader, the high priest, the one who would instill spirituality and holiness for the Jewish people? And the answer was simple. What's a staff? A staff is a piece of wood that was once connected to the tree. And when it was connected to the tree, it had vitality, it had sap, it grew leaves, it grew fruits. It was full of life, it was connected to the tree. And then the staff got disconnected from the tree, and it became hard, and it became lifeless, and it became bare without fruits, without leaves, without sap, without any vitality whatsoever. Says God, you want to know what a true Jewish leader is? Every generation, God picks a leader who's going to be the leader of the Jewish people. You know what a true leader is? Someone who's able to take a staff, who's able to take something that's lifeless, that's disconnected, that doesn't have vitality, and imbue it, nurture it back to grow, to have juice, to have sap, to have leaves, to have fruits, to have almonds. That's a leader, a true Jewish leader, the Nasi Ador, the high priest, the leader of the generation has to be someone who could take a stick that's dry and disconnected and bring it vitality and fruits and leaves and warmth and life and joy. And that's what Aaron did. So God wasn't here to tell us who the leader was. That we knew. But God understood that you can't just force people to have a leader. By force, you could kill, you could wipe out, you could swallow them under the earth. But you also have to explain to them what is a leader and why they have a leader. And that was the message that God was sending to the Jewish people. Every generation has a leader. Every generation has an Aaron, has a Rebbe. And if you want to know what it means to be a Rebbe, you want to know what it means to be a leader, look at the person who takes the dry, disconnected staff and imbues it with life and joy and love. Thursday, we're going to commemorate the 26th yahrzeit of the Rebbe. It was after the Holocaust, in the late 1940s and 1950s, that the Jewish world was decimated in the most challenging and worst way possible. They were disconnected, they were lifeless, they were wounded, they were killed, they were murdered. And so many people came and made monuments and made memories and made memorials for the Jewish people, for those who were killed. But the story will be told for generations of the one leader who took the dry staff, who took the stick that was disconnected and brought it back to life, who didn't just look inward, who didn't build ghettos, who didn't build shtetls, but reached out to every Jew to bring vitality and love and nurture and to make sure that the dry rod will grow almonds again, that Judaism will thrive again, that Judaism will have love, will have joy, will have life. And that was the Rebbe. You know, when my parents got married, both of my parents were two immigrants. My mother from France, my father from Israel. They were both orphans who had nobody. Chabad wasn't small even then. My parents got married in 1965, and there were hundreds, maybe thousands of Chassidim that came to see the Rebbe, always. When my parents got married, the Rebbe, when he took them in for the private audience, he tried to direct my parents how to get a marriage license, how to get employment, how to get the things they needed, being orphans and not having parents living in America. And I think about the Rebbe who had so many people to worry about. But for every single person, he wanted to bring life and vitality. He wanted to do what Aaron did, the bearer of love. Oyev Shalom, V'Roidev Shalom, one who loved and pursued peace and love. And that's what the Rebbe did, brought vitality and life to the dry rods. V'hoya amate, that will be the stick that will grow, says Hashem to Moshe. That's the one that I choose. May we all be inspired to bring lifeless rods and staffs and sticks back to vitality and to bring Jews closer to their fold. And that we merit the ultimate redemption when we will all be reunited with our loved ones. Amen. Have a good day.